Dr. Alana DeGrassa, and I'm so glad that you have decided to take my Woman Build Confidence course. You know what? Today is a wonderful day to get your life jump started, and sometimes we just need a coach along the way. So let me tell you a little bit more about who I am. I am an educator, and I have been teaching graduate learners about methods of communication, integrating applied approaches within their education curriculum when it comes to K through 12 educators, as well as being an individual who helps individuals like yourself, women who hold different types of jobs, responsibilities, and might even be in the midst of transition, how to reach their personal and professional goals. And when I think about all of the discussions I have been able to have, the common denominator has always been about confidence and the ability to believe that if you set yourself up to do something new or to reach a new milestone, to actually have the ability to think that it can happen is one thing, but to then go about and take little steps on a day-to-day basis to reach that bigger goal is another. So I designed Women Build Confidence to really help women demystify the idea of what it means to have confidence. Because when I think about confidence, it's more than just what you appear like on the outside. If you look like a runway model, that's awesome. If you're someone who feels like you're out of shape, there's probably some work that you feel you might need to do. But no matter what, you're still a beautiful and valuable individual. And this course will give you tools and tips to think about ways that your formative experiences have impacted your decisions up until today. We can't really change unless we go back to the root of why we do some of the things we do, of why we think and perceive ourselves in certain ways. So welcome to the Women Build Confidence coaching series. My name is Dr. Alana DeGrassa, and I am glad that you are joining me today. Let's begin. You know what? When people think about self-confidence, there is always an opportunity to reflect on how one views themselves. But in my academic research, I learned more and more that self-confidence was not just one defined definition, but that there were a number of influential aspects that really influenced how an individual saw themselves. So when we think about it, some of the experiences that we have been great, and they have propelled us forward. And other experiences that we've had have been challenging and time-consuming and have weighed us down in different areas in our lives. I'm often thinking about times where I have taught introductory speech courses where the question was asked, can you tell me about an earlier experience in your life where you felt that you were really valued and spoken to well and encouraged? Many times, students will begin in their journals with a smile on their face to talk about awesome opportunities they had to move forward in their lives. And then there were other times if I said, well, now I want you to pause and think about some challenging times in your life where they would frown and quickly remember those moments and begin to jot down in their journals exactly the moment where they were when they had a not so good experience. And when we were in our younger years, some of these experiences can come from our home life. They can also come from times in school, or they can come from moments of bullying. And these are just things to think about as we think about how we see ourselves. So in my research, I really came to the conclusion that self-concept really has to deal with the degree of commitment that an individual has to attain new goals. So it's not so much just standing there in front of a mirror and saying, I can make it, but it certainly is being able to commit long enough to get through all of your hurdles, all of your bumps in the road, and to reach each new milestone that would lead you to your next area or goal in your life. At this time, I would love it if you could gather a journal, get a pen, and decide today that you are going to do something about one area in your life. Now, I have created the WBC Guide. These are resources that you can use in our course that will help you along the way. Simply go to my website, dralanadegrassa.com, go to WBC Guide, and there you will find everything you need. And some of these items include your affirmation to say, today I will decide to do something different. I'm committed to it. And then I have prepared a 6-week goal template for you to look at. And you can print these out, put your action statement and your weekly milestone checklist right next to each other. And then you can kind of go through each of the daily activities that are outlined. I encourage you to also go out and get the WBC Guide and the book on Kindle, because this will really help you with all of the resources you need to transform your life today. So welcome again to WBC. Go out, grab your journal, grab your pen, grab your WBC book, and let's begin a 5-week journey together. Now, you may feel like you want to rush forward and just skip all the steps, but true change happens one milestone at a time. And I have really thought each week of our course through. So I look forward to seeing you again. Remember, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me a line in the forum area. And if you like this lecture, go ahead and rate it. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.